financials. Start off with FAS. Now, I've tried to warn you guys when we were getting closer up here last couple weeks. Be very careful because FAS especially can just dump, and it can dump fast. Now, this wasn't that big of a dump. It only dumped from basically 44 to 30, right? We've seen worse than that, really from 51 to 40. But just be very careful. We have dropped below the 50% of this movement right here. You see the 50% is this green line as well. We did bounce right off the 382, which is good. I mean, we broke below it actually, which I'm glad we bounced off of it. However, since we are below this 50, right, there's a higher probability that it will go all the way back down to the 118, 117, or at least go down to this thick part right here, right? You see all these lines right around here, starting at the 124 to the 127. Just keep that in mind. The market looks like it's going to gap up this morning. Not like a true, not huge, right? But just a gap. I don't even know if it's a true gap. I haven't looked all the way. True gap means that it's all the way above everything from Friday. But the overnight high on Friday is all-time highs. I think it's at 27, something like that. So just be very careful. The market could pump, and if it does, look for this to take our 34. And if it can hold our 134, then look for, and the market continues to ride. If the market flops, then look for this to continue down to our cluster of numbers right here. But if the market continues to push higher, then look for us to, I mean, as crazy as this sounds, within this next coming week, we only have 4 days. But if the market goes bonkers, then we could see a new high or close to a new high on this upcoming week, just because it's going to be a crazy holiday week. Now, again, it could just be a normal week and we fizzle around. But if we start getting movement, then this could move, and it could move extremely fast. KKR, they just submitted an offer, $12 billion to buy some. I can't remember where the company's from. It's an Italian company. So I'd like to see, how does the market react to that? If they sell it, if they don't like that news, then, obviously stay away. But if they do enjoy this news, then look for KKR to retest the highs of 83.90. I really don't see anything wrong with KKR. Just maybe a nice little pullback, but long term looks amazing. Or even short term, if we can hold this and get above this 78.50, look for us to try to at least test this 82.18. But again, it has everything to do with how does the market feel that they want to spend $12 billion on a company from Italy, right? So, but KKR is interesting. Let's go to Bank of America. There we go. Man. Now, Bank of America momentum is down, right? However, I do like how they bought it right back up, right? And they bought it right back up at the 3. This is kind of like FAS a little bit, where they dropped it below the 50, but then they pretty much bounced it on a 382. If we can get above this 50, hold it, maintain it, market goes higher, then look for Bank of America to at least test this 47, 20, 21, 27, give or take, this area right here. But again, that's all, if the market poops, then this is going to go down with it. But if the market continues to stabilize, because this last week, banks got demolished. Like all of banks got demolished. Oil got demolished, right? And tech just held the market up, right? So if tech falters, then look for the market to maybe fall down, right? Let's talk to Chuck. I mean, again, this is kind of just like what we looked at. I'm a little nervous just because the momentum is shifted to the downside. You see it right here. Um, no, I didn't say Siri.
Is there something else I can?
That happens so much. I don't know if that is just me, but Siri decides to come and talk to me all the time. We see she didn't do it that time. Um, I like this one better than FAS and BAC, and for this reason, we are above the 50. So this one, talking to Chuck, man, that makes the list. I like it. Yeah, I don't like the momentum shift. However, if the Bears are disappointed, like in the if the momentum is incorrect here, right, and we stay above this 79, 71, and we start taking out this, like basically the 81 and then the 82, 44, then it could prop us like really fast and pop us up to this 87. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. BlackRock. BlackRock has taken a dump. It has gone absolutely just goodbye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was literally just this last week. We were at all-time highs at 170, and now we're at 114. Don't talk about a nasty drop. Yeah, that's a nasty drop. But no fear. BlackRock owns basically everything. So I actually like this price. I know it sounds crazy, but you see I gotta hold this down here. Do you see our kind of purplish lines, right? Now we are very close to that support. Now we all have to remember where we came from with BlackRock, because BlackRock is just like FAS. It can dump very far. Just remember, we went from 838 to 973. That's basically 130 points since October 10th. So just keep that in mind. This could go a little bit further. Let's do this. So if you see, our 50% is right below this line right here, like our purplish line. That's 50% of this move. We broke blast the 618. However, as it looks like we're holding this yellow line, if we can get above this 618 and hold it, then yeah, I don't see anything wrong with BlackRock. It can move fast. So like the entry point is very key, because you do not want to hold another 100 points down, basically, or it wasn't 100 points, but 50, 60 points down. You don't want to hold that. But if you can find good footing, then 1060 would be, or no, 1011 would be short term target if we find footing, and then we're on our way again. Mr. Price, I like it. I do. We did not beat on earnings, which is a little bit frustrating, but as long as we stay above this 209.23, then I am a buyer. But the second we drop below that, then I would like to see what's going on. Goldman Sachs has got nasty dumped too. We were at 426 just like a week ago, a few weeks ago. And now we're all the way at 87, 387. Looks like we're finding some footing right here. This is one of the lines that we drew. So we know that there's extra support right there. Anything below this number right here, 30, 80, 56, then get out. But anything above here, be careful with your options just because of the time. But if you're just buying straight stock, anything above 380 is a buy. Blackstone. Can't get mad, can't get ugly, just up and away, right? And looking just keeps going higher, right? But just remember, right? We could get a nice little pullback to the 130 and then go back higher. It all has to do with the market. I wouldn't particularly want to buy right here, just because we might be a little overbought, just because it's been playing perfect, right? From the bottom to the top, basically. Obviously target 156, but I want to kind of give it this a little bit. Now, if the market takes off, then yeah, let's just jump on the ride and keep going higher. But I kind of do want to see it. I wouldn't mind buying it around 136.88, but I'm willing to just market order it and buy. NTRS. NTRS, Northern Trust. I like where it hit. Friday would have been ideal to buy, obviously. Our momentum looked like it was shifting down, but I have a feeling that as long as the market doesn't, this goes on the list. As long as the market really doesn't just start dumping hard, then I see NTRS could try to retake this high right here of 126, because we basically double topped, right? Off by what, 8 cents. So I do see us trying to, take that out. And if this was our plop down, then I would say next target would be the breakout and then up to the 127. CME group, let's see how we've been doing with CME. It's looking decent. More trading going on. Well, just more products, really. Trading's been kind of down, but more products, which the CME, more equity or futures products. So that's always nice. They've been on a nice tear since basically September. Yeah, as long as anything above 220, I'm a buyer, right? Anything above this 229 or 220.29, I'm a buyer. Looking to really take out that 230 with upward target of 234.45. That one.